Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be watching this. We watched a minute.
With my dad, and also I can leave right after school if I want to. The less time with him, the better. My friends always wait for me in the hallway so we can walk to class together. I have a close group of friends: Taylor, Amber, Jaden, and Tess. Taylor and Amber are fraternal twins, and the daughters of the science teacher, Mrs. Bingle. So they understand the pain I go through nearly all day at school because
Who cries like that? Just like straight down. I don't know.
I'm the principal's kid. Jaden has been our friend for our entire high school days, and Tess joined our group just last year. She moved here from Albuquerque, and we took her under our wing. Her fashion sense is
I'm not playing
spectacular,
Roblox.
which means she'll always make sure we all look good in group photos. My friends are awesome, and they're the only ones I can trust to not make my day hell.
You know what?
We were laughing and having a good time, but just as we rounded the corner to our first period English class, Ryan Powers stopped us in our tracks. Ryan Powers was a jerk. If he thought you were cute, he'd tell everyone you did dirty things to him under the bleachers or in the auditorium. If he hated you, he'd tell everyone that you had a really bad STD or a weird abnormality in order to make people not like you. The worst part of all, he wasn't afraid of my dad. Nope. Ryan Powers' dad was super rich, and he probably slid my dad over $100,000 in the course of Ryan's high school career. That's why Ryan never got into trouble for what he did. And now it seems he's set his sights on me. Hey there, Sasha. How are you this morning? He asked, putting his arm around my shoulders to lead me away from my friends. I looked over my shoulders with a help me look in my eyes, but they all just stood there, astonished as to what was about to happen. Hi, Ryan. I have class. I have to get going. I tried to pull away, but it was no use. His hand got tighter on my arm. I don't think your daddy will be too upset if you're a little bit late. I gulped, hoping this would end soon. If I just shut up now and let him talk, the sooner I could get back to class. I was hoping you would go out with me this Friday on a date. Maybe we could go to the movies. I could take you out to get ice cream. You know, the works. He raised an eyebrow. What do you think? Absolutely, 100% not, I said, pushing his hand off my arm. What?
That's
I told
like a kick
you
in the
don't have to worry about your dad. Come on, Sasha. You know I've liked you for like 5 years. I scoffed. You like everyone, and besides, it doesn't matter if I go on a date with you or not. You're going to tell everyone that we did things we didn't do. I don't want that on my shoulders. Also, you're just plain mean to everyone. I would never date a guy who's such a jerk. He looked at me confused. I would never speak ill of you, my darling. You are gorgeous, and I don't know what you've heard, but I never talk bad about anyone. Just looking at Ryan, you would believe him wholeheartedly. He looked like America's sweetheart, a purebred, blonde-haired, blue-eyed boy, except he was not a good person.
Even though
you could almost see it in his eyes if you stared too long. I couldn't help but chuckle. Get a life, Ryan, I said, before turning and heading back to my class just in time for the bell to ring. As the door was shutting to my classroom, I heard Ryan say matter-of-factly, "You're going on a date with me Friday." I sat down in my chair and was just about to tell Jaden what happened when the teacher came in. I ended up writing her a note instead. It said, "Jaden, you will not believe what just happened to me in the hallway. Ryan asked me on a date. No, he actually told me we were going on a date. What do I do? Sasha." I passed the note over to Jaden, and as soon as she was done reading it, I knew, because she let out a gasp that could mean nothing else. I saw her furiously scribbling. We were supposed to be taking notes for our class, but I knew she was begging me for more information, and probably passing my note to the others in the group. When she passed her note to me, I opened it quickly. "Sasha, you cannot be serious right now. Tell your dad, tell your mom, scream it from the rooftop that you're not going on a date with that loser." Jaden. I really wasn't sure how I was going to pull this off, but an idea was coming to me. You would think after that, today couldn't really get much worse. However, as soon as I was heading to my second class, I got called to the principal's office. That's right. My dad called me over the loudspeaker for everyone to hear, except he didn't say my name. Of course not. He said, and I quote, "My daughter needs to come to the office now." Since I'm his only daughter and his only child in the school, I knew he meant me. My face turned red as all eyes swung over to look at me in the hallway. Everyone was curious to know what I did, unless Ryan already told them we were making out before first period, which I'm almost sure he had. I hope this had nothing to do with him. To say I was a little scared would be an understatement. I never had to go to the principal's office for anything other than to ask my dad a question
By
or
the
a
way, if
teacher,
you want to
or
watch
just to
this,
say hi because I'm super close with
it's
my
called
dad.
Share
I've never been
My
in the principal's
Story
office
Animated.
because I've never gotten in trouble.
Okay.
And I had no idea what I did now. I was sure I would find out soon. The next class I had was math, so I didn't really mind missing it. On my way to the office, I tried to avoid the hall where the popular kids hang out. I didn't want anyone to see me heading that way. They may ask too many questions or laugh and call me principal's pet, PP for short. When I got to the office, my
Okay.
dad ushered me inside and shut the door. He even locked the deadbolt tight. He sat down on the chair and offered me the seat across from him. Before he could even say hello, I asked, "What am I doing here?" My dad chuckled a little and said, "I've got a proposition for you, Sasha. Ryan's father called me earlier today, and he said that his company would donate $10,000 to start building the new gym if my daughter went out on a date with his son this Friday night." He paused as the words he said sank into my mind. "Aren't you excited that the new gym is going to finally get built?" I looked at him in total shock and disgust. "You're going to force me to go on a date with Ryan Powers?" I asked, nearly yelling. My father leaned back in his chair like only...
Alright, let's see some ID.
"Hi, yeah, I'm..." only the best villains do, and said, "Look, Sasha, $10,000? It's a lot of money. Derek Powers is a strong, powerful
I
man
have
that can do
1,000
a lot to you and me.
followers on
I'd suggest you
TikTok.
go on this date and
I'm
you smile
famous.
the entire
I
time.
know.
Now, get out of my office. I don't want to hear another word about this."
Oh,
I stood up to leave, and my dad, who always has to have the last word, said, "Don't let the door hit you on the way out." I couldn't believe he talked to me like that. Actually, yes, I
he
could.
talks to their own daughter
This day
like
could
that.
not get any worse. Looking back now, I probably shouldn't have said that. Leaving the office, I took a turn down one of the creepiest hallways in the school.
Does look creepy.